Fear has a voice, but so does faith. Which one will you listen to? Welcome to HisTime365. Today is day 164, and Psalms 54 through 56 shows us how to trust God even when fear feels overwhelming.
Embracing trust and deliverance in times of trouble. Life can often feel like a whirlwind, with challenges and fears clouding our minds. In today's exploration of Psalms 54 to 56, we will discover the power of trust and the assurance of divine deliverance in our moments of distress. Psalm 54 begins with David calling out for help, feeling surrounded by enemies. He pleads for God to save him, recognizing that his very existence is threatened. David reminds God of his faithfulness, saying, "Thou hast delivered me out of all trouble." Psalms 54, verse 7. This declaration of faith sets the tone for the psalm, where he expresses confidence in God's protection. Imagine facing a difficult situation at work, where you feel undermined by colleagues or pressured by deadlines. Like David, turning to God in prayer can transform our anxiety into a sense of peace, knowing that we are not alone in our struggles. In Psalm 55, David's anguish deepens as he contemplates betrayal from someone close. He feels the weight of his heartache, stating, "My heart is sore pained." Psalms 55, verse 4. This psalm resonates deeply with anyone who has experienced the sting of betrayal, whether in relationships or friendships. David's response is to lift his burdens to God, longing for the day when he can escape the turmoil that surrounds him. Picture a family dealing with a rift during a holiday gathering, where past grievances resurface. By leaning on faith and choosing to forgive, we can mend those broken relationships, just as David sought solace in God. As we move to Psalm 56, David continues to confront his fears, feeling like a sparrow caught in a snare. Yet he also turns his attention to the God who cares for him. He declares, "What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee." Psalms 56, verse 3. This powerful statement is a reminder that fear does not have to control us. In our digital lives, where we often face the pressures of comparison and negativity online, we can choose to place our trust in a higher power. By focusing on positive affirmations and surrounding ourselves with uplifting influences, we can counteract the anxiety that social media can sometimes bring. Throughout these psalms, we see a journey from despair to hope, a narrative that speaks to the heart of every individual. Whether it's the loss of a job, the strain of a family conflict, or the overwhelming weight of daily pressures, these scriptures remind us that God is a refuge and strength. David's trust in God's deliverance not only provides a framework for our own challenges, but also encourages us to share our burdens with others, just as he did. The essence of these psalms can be summed up in David's steadfast confidence in God's unfailing love. He finds assurance in the knowledge that no matter what obstacles we face, God is always present and ready to help those who seek Him. Let us remember that in every trial there is a promise of deliverance waiting for us. How do you typically respond to feelings of fear or betrayal? In what ways can you actively seek God's help during difficult times? Can you share a personal experience where you felt God's presence during a challenging situation? How can we support each other in our communities when facing trials and tribulations? What practical steps can you take to strengthen your trust in God amidst life's uncertainties?
Thanks so much for joining me today for His Time 365. Remember, today's reading is Psalms 54 through 56, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Psalms 57 through 59, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 165. Until then, stay encouraged, and thank you for giving God His time today.